In today's video, we're exploring the Ritz-Carlton Los Angeles, one of the best hotels in downtown LA, especially if you're catching a game or an event at the arena. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. Welcome into the Ritz-Carlton Los Angeles. Let's take a look at the view. We have a nice view of a cityscape. Nice little lounger here to relax and enjoy the view. If you do have a second person here, or maybe you have some friends over, it is pretty big. This seat over here is more of a vanity just because it doesn't really have a back to it. And there's a very large mirror that covers the wall. Drawers for storage here, and a Tivoli audio box. It's like you can listen to the radio, and it does have Bluetooth speaker. On the side, we have the coffee table or workstation, and the seat is actually harder than the vanity one, so a little firm. Have the bed. Ooh, it's a very comfy bed. It's like sink right into it. And on the other side is the TV. More empty drawers to put your clothes if you want to. Ice bucket, and we have the drink station over here. So coffee is Nespresso, have some coffee cups, some glasses, complimentary water. And a lot of hotels in the US basically got rid of their minibar because I guess it was a hassle. So as you can see here, you have the personal fridge, but it used to be a weighted minibar. On the other side are more glass cups and a water bottle. Over here, you can scan for the in-room dining menu and hotel information. Also a little notepad and pen, but I found that the pens tend to be pretty flimsy in the past and they just break apart after a few uses. The lights have a cool little design, looks like a bird. Turn it on and off using the side panels, and same thing after reading lights on the side. The closet area has the bathrobe. There's also one in the bathroom. Feels okay. A little rough, but I'm sure if you wear it, it'll be fine. Box of shoe amenities and slippers. Ironing board, iron, luggage rack, and safe. Safe is not bad, so you can put some valuables in there if you want. More luggage storage and drawers. Step inside the bathroom. Here we have the double vanity, and if you want to watch TV while you get ready, there is a TV in the mirror. A lot of the hand soap and body lotion is by Diptyque. There's also a wide range of toiletries, including mouthwash, toothpaste, and cotton rounds, comb, and emery board. It's actually really nice that you don't have to ask them for dental kits because a lot of hotels stopped automatically providing these. The hairdryer is down here, and it's by Harry Josh. Stepping inside the bathing area, we have the dual shower and bathtub combo, and there is a waterfall shower head on top. They do provide bath salts, and then shampoos, conditioner, and body wash is from Diptyque. Behind this door is the toilet and another bathrobe. In case you're curious where we are right here. So it's just a row of standard size rooms, and there are also some suites on this floor. The rooms up here also seem a little bigger, so we have one of the smallest rooms on the floor, but we also did book with a free night certificate. All right, and that wraps up the room tour. Let's go check out the rest of the property. The Ritz-Carlton LA is a smaller hotel than I expected. It sits within the larger LA Live complex that also has the JW Marriott, but the Ritz itself feels more private and tucked away once you're upstairs. The hotel has a darker, more classic city hotel feel with a little bit of old Hollywood inspiration. One of the things you notice is that the rooms are on the upper floors, so the views are a big part of the experience. Depending on your room, you might get views of downtown LA, the surrounding hills, or the LA Live area below. One of my favorite parts of the property is the rooftop pool area on the 26th floor. You get a heated outdoor pool, a whirlpool, and skyline views. It's the type of pool I'd use in the afternoon before getting ready for dinner or an event. There's also a spa on the property, which gives the hotel more of that full-service luxury feel. You have treatment rooms, steam rooms, relaxation areas, and salon services, so this could be a nice add-on if you're doing a weekend stay or want to build in some downtime. The fitness center is also open 24 hours, which I always appreciate when traveling. There are cardio machines, weights, strength equipment, and Peloton bikes. For food and drinks, the hotel has a few options. The one that stands out most is Sendero, which is on the 24th floor. We happened to stay on the one day it's closed for dinner, so maybe next time. It has multiple dining concepts inside, including Lena, which is more of a Latin-inspired steakhouse, and Corteza, which has cocktails and coastal market style dishes. There's also Savaca for California Italian food, Illy Cafe for coffee, and a seasonal pool bar. The other thing to know about this property is the club lounge. At Ritz-Carlton hotels, club lounge access can really change the experience because you get food and drinks throughout the day, a quieter place to sit, and a more private feel. Marriott Bonvoy Platinum status does not include the Ritz-Carlton Club lounge. If lounge access matters to you, make sure you're booking a room or suite that includes club access. This property does have a $40 per day daily destination fee. In order to maximize that fee, there are a few goodies that you can claim. The first one is a daily food and beverage credit, which is up to a $20 value, just bill it to your room. Second is enhanced in-room Wi-Fi. I don't really count free Wi-Fi as a perk because I think that should be standard. Morning yoga, which is considered a $45 value. A small popcorn at Regal Cinemas LA Live, $14 value. I guess that's good if you're going to catch a movie, but we don't plan on using that. And bowling at Lucky Strike, which is valued at $72. However, there is a catch for Lucky Strike. So it's only valid during their slow times, which most people are probably not going to be available, or they might have other plans downtown. So the hours are Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. So you only have a 2-hour window. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to use that at all because we are catching a game, and then tomorrow we are leaving. If you have Marriott Bonvoy Gold status or above, there is an exclusive wine tasting from 5 to 5:30 p.m. and you present this to the host stand in Sendero for a wine tasting glass. In order to claim the popcorn at Regal Cinema, you actually don't need to purchase a movie ticket. You can just walk in, present the voucher, and they'll give you a small popcorn. Sebastian loves movie theater popcorn. Another important note is that any unused daily credits, like the food and beverage, do not roll over. So if you're staying here for 5 nights, you have to use $20 each day. You can't just accumulate it all for one redemption. For booking, I would start by comparing the cash rate, the points rate, and whether club access is included. This is a Marriott Bonvoy property, meaning you can book it with cash or Marriott Bonvoy points. We booked the stay using an $85K free night certificate. Award pricing is dynamic, so the number of points can change depending on the night. For paid bookings, I'd also check luxury hotel programs or Marriott Stars rates, because those can sometimes include extra perks like breakfast, property credit, or upgrades depending on the rate and availability. If you're interested in learning more about cards that have points that transfer to Marriott or a VIP travel booking portal, I'll leave some links down in the description box below. Make sure the links are competitive, but using them helps support the channel, so thank you in advance. One thing to note is that I'd also compare it to JW Marriott next door. The Ritz feels more private and elevated, while the JW can sometimes be a better value, especially if you're using Marriott points. It really depends on the price difference and what kind of stay you want. Also, parking is expensive here, so if you're driving, definitely factor that in. For most people staying downtown, rideshare might be easier unless you specifically need a car. The location is probably the biggest reason to stay here. The Ritz-Carlton LA is located in downtown LA, right in the LA Live area. You're next to Crypto.com Arena, Peacock Theater, the Grammy Museum, and the Los Angeles Convention Center. So if you're here for a Lakers game, a Kings game, a concert, an awards show, or a conference, the convenience is amazing. You don't have to worry about fighting traffic across the city before your event, and you also don't have to worry about a long ride back after. For this type of trip, that makes a huge difference. LA is so spread out, and choosing the right neighborhood can really affect how the trip feels. Overall, the Ritz-Carlton LA is one of our favorite hotels when we're looking to stay in downtown LA. The rooms are spacious, service is great, and the location is super convenient. We usually stay here if we're planning on catching a game at the arena. If you made it this far in the video, leave a popcorn emoji down in the comments below and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on the Ritz-Carlton LA and would you stay here? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next one. The flight from LAX to SFO is only an hour and a half long. Our airline of choice is Delta, And one of our favorite things to do is visit the Delta Sky Club. The LAX lounge is huge and has plenty of seating. There are also 2 buffet areas, a bar, and an outdoor terrace. If you want to shower before or after a flight, you can reserve a shower room. You're also allowed to visit the lounge upon landing, so we enjoyed a few snacks at SFO before heading home.